Look what I have bought for you today. A lovely Masoor lentil minced pulao. Just felt like having something different, a different variation, a good spice, a little dum, different from a biryani. So this pulao is something I have made after a long time. Felt like having it, and I'm sharing the recipe with you all. These are whole masoor lentils. Okay, I'm going to soak them in the night. I'm going to boil them. Yeah. So you can see here, it is almost cooked. Yes. Here I have taken some basmati chawal. You can also use plain rice. Sometimes I also like making masoor pulao in plain zira rice, surti kolum rice, Yeah. Or so here you can see I have some keema, minced meat, right? I have washed it. It's nice and clean. Now I will start actually cooking it. Yeah. So here I have taken some rice, right, I showed earlier, and I just sort of cook the rice almost complete, right, like 3/4, 80% complete. In a rice cooker you can even boil it in your vessel. If you don't have a rice cooker, you can see, and keep this rice ready for the masoor pulao, masoor and keema pulao. So here you see I've taken the ingredients. I have taken some bay leaves, 3 to 4 bay leaves. Then I have 2 to 3 star anise. I have 1 big cardamom. I have cinnamon stick, small cardamom, the peppercorns, the cloves, right? Cloves maybe just 2 3. Peppercorns around 7 8. Yeah. I have taken 2 medium onions. They're not large, look large, but they are medium large onions. Yeah, I'm going to chop them fine. I have the minced meat ready out here, and I have the ginger garlic paste, and I have the green chili paste. Okay, you can see in this bowl. So yes, and you saw I have the lentils boiled and ready, right? So even that's ready. So here I have my pan ready, and I have taken, this is oil and ghee, around 5 tablespoons, 2 tablespoons of ghee, clarified butter, and 3 tablespoons of oil. Okay, before the onions, first I'll fry with the dry spices. Yeah, I was planning to put it later, but I think I'll put it now. I have the dry spices, as you can see here. I'm going to add sliced onions, the 2 onions I showed you all. And let's stir it. Let's keep on stir it. I want this slightly light brown before I start adding the other spices. So this will take around 3 to 4 minutes. And while stirring, I'll also make a point to add the bay leaves a little later. After 2 minutes, I'll add the bay leaves. Right now I want the onions to stir fry here. So now with my onions nice and light brown, as I mentioned earlier, I'm going to add the spice. What I have done is I have taken in the cumin powder. So 2 teaspoons of cumin powder, 2 teaspoons of dry coriander powder. Then I've taken around 2 tablespoons of, 1.5 tablespoons of the ready pulao masala. Okay, that's pulao spice. So normally in the ready spice they also have a little bit of coriander and cumin and say cinnamon and pulao, and cardamom. We have a mixture of all these spices. So I've added that entire thing together, and I'm going to add before I start. Okay. So I'll just fry this for a minute, and then I'm going to add my mince. So after frying for a minute, as you can see here, I'm going to add the mince. Okay. And mix this well. So just going to mix this. This dish is something like, once you had a round of biryani and korma, and you want something more rich but light, then I like to make once a while this mince with masoor. It really tastes well. It's got a little different flavor than the biryani, and yeah, it brings a variation in your cuisine, right? Like every day we are supposed to eat something or the other to survive. So a little bit of variation actually lifts up our moods a little better. Yeah, food can be a mood elevator also. It is actually. Yes, after frying for some time, I'm going to add, as usual, you all know I never waste the stock of the coriander. Using that here, and some fresh coriander, mixing it well. And then I'm going to add my boiled lentil. See? Yes. Now I will mix this well and cook this for another 4 minutes. Okay, now I can taste regarding the salt, because as we did use a ready packet also, sometimes these ready spices have salt in them. So we have to be very careful when we add salt to see that we don't overload our dish with salts. So here I'm going to add some yogurt. This is like 2 tablespoons. Mix it well. I don't want this pulao to taste very sour, right? So a little bit of yogurt is just right. Yeah. So 2 minutes of this and my masoor mince is ready. And I showed you earlier my rice also was ready in the rice cooker. You can also boil the rice to 80% and then strain it out. 2 techniques that you can use. If you have a rice cooker, use the rice cooker. So here I've taken a pan, right, in which I'm going to give dum. I've added some of that 80% boiled rice, as you can see here. I'm going to add some, my oil is mixed with a little bit of clarified butter, ghee, because it is a very good flavor. These are rich dishes and you need to have that. Right, so first I will just put one layer of, not layer, but a few teaspoons of oil, as I just showed you. Then I'm going to add the filling. See? Okay, so I have the mince and the lentils ready. I'm going to spread this as one layer. As you can see here. So this dum is just going to be like for maybe half an hour till we have some steam coming up. Okay, so I have one layer done. What I'm going to do is I'm going to garnish this by coriander, fresh coriander, and some brown onions. I'll be uploading the video on brown onions, how to make it. You can make and keep in the fridge. It can last for a month, and whenever you plan to make biryani or pulaus, you can just add. Yeah. Now what I'm going to do again, like 3 tablespoons of oil. Yeah. Now I'll do another layer. Okay. Okay. So now what I have is I'm going to add another layer of rice. So here. I'll add some more. Okay. Now once that layer of rice is done, I'm going to add in the rest of the masala. Okay, so what I have here is the mince and the lentils. Yeah. So Kheema Masoor masala. I'm going to spread this evenly. There's one more layer. Okay, so you can see I have made one more layer of the mince with masoor. Yeah. Now I'm going to garnish this also with brown onion and some cilantro. I'm going to add in some oil. So I have the second layer of the masoor and mince. What I'm going to do is now add some more rice, as you can see. One more final layer. So the final layer. Okay, beautiful. So we have the final layer here. Now we're going to add some water also, because in that steam this is going to have some dum, right? The rest of the flavors will mix up well with the rice and the mince. Cook well, yeah. So I'm going to add some water, maybe 1 cup of water around this. Large cup. Now I'm going to, yes, I also need some, okay, before that, I'm not a very, I don't use kewra very often. I've never been used to, but in this pulao or akhni, I don't mind using a few. Okay, so kewra water is available. Oh, that's it. I think it's quite a bit. Don't use too much. And I'm going to also add in some oil. Okay. So we don't have the rice sticking to each other, and flavor, everything adds to the flavor, you see. And I also have brown onions, as mentioned earlier. I normally, for this particular pulao, I don't like using any color. For biryani I do, but for this one it's just organic and natural, right? So, and with some, here I'm just going to garnish with some fresh kothmir. Yeah. Okay, lovely. Yeah. And so that I have a good steam, I'm going to use this with the cover, and I cook this for around 40 minutes. Within half an hour, if I feel the steam is coming in, then it's ready, because you already know everything has been cooked prior. So it's just the dum now, that the flavors will mix well in the steam, and it will cook well. So, and if there's no steam coming in, then I'll still wait till 45 minutes and the masoor minced pulao is ready. Okay, lovely. You can see here. Wow. Now Now let's see the rice. Okay, it's already done. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Yeah, amazing. Look at that. Yeah, the layers. Okay, that's lovely. So try this recipe, enjoy your day, and if you've liked and enjoyed it, then do like, subscribe on Heavenly Bites by Meenaz. Thank you so much.